Morning. I'm Barrett, and welcome to an episode of What a Twist. I think we've got a great selection this week for you, and we're going to start with a Netflix series called Daredevil, which is from the Marvel universe. So here's the trailer for season 1.
When I was a kid, I used to dream what it would be like to live somewhere far away from Hell's Kitchen. But I realized the city was a part of me. It was in my blood.
Vincent D'Onofrio was awesome as Kingpin. Just psychotic.
Good and evil.
Charlie Cox was I've heard rumors that he might be popping up in this new third Spider-Man movie.
Sometimes we have to do things outside the law.
We're gonna make a difference. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but we are.
You're blind, but you
Yeah, see, there's Rosario Dawson, so she was in this, and Luke Cage.
Stuff like that, gifts. I'm gonna train you. Use it.
Scott Glenn.
There are other ways to see.
So I never read Daredevil comics when I was growing up, so I didn't know too much about this character until they made a movie quite some time ago now with Ben Affleck playing this character.
What are you gonna do?
It was a shit movie, so I didn't think too much else of it. But once Netflix got their hands on these few franchises, it kind of changed things a little bit, in my opinion, for this. A lot of action,
I respect your
pretty good fighting.
The lone man thinks he can make a difference.
I'm just trying to make my city a better place.
Maybe if he had an iron suit or magic hammer.
See, and references to Thor, Iron Man. They do make reference to the first Avengers movie in one of the episodes, if I remember correctly. It was first released in 2015. They made a total of 3 seasons for it, and they were all rated TV mature. I rather liked this Daredevil series. Along with Luke Cage and the Punisher, I thought they were the 3 best of the ones that they did make. Wasn't too keen on Iron Fist or Jessica Jones, but what do you do? So if you haven't seen it yet and you're curious, it's a really good action show with a lot of kung fu fighting and, well, it's not kung fu fighting, but it's a lot of martial arts fighting, and it's really enjoyable. I would recommend it highly. Our next entry today is another Netflix show called Another Life, and we're going to show you the trailer for season 1.
We interrupt this broadcast for an emergency alert. The department
So yeah, as you can see here in the trailer, a UFO has come to Earth and landed, and there's something else out in space that is transmitting some kind of a signal, and Katie Sackhoff is chosen to lead the mission to go make contact with what's out there. I can only imagine what the stresses must be on astronauts traveling through into space. This goes into that a lot, the psychological issues that they all start experiencing, and the alien presence, doesn't really help. It's fairly cheesy, but you know what? Cheesy is good. I really like the story.
We are all here for the same reason: to protect the lives of the people back on Earth.
Took me a while to recognize that guy with the beard. He played Tom Cruise's son in War of the Worlds.
I am gonna get home.
What's happened here is going to happen on Earth.
Oh God, no. I have to save the crew. Save Earth.
What if by doing this, we launch into an interstellar war?
We don't have a choice.
And there you go. That's the trailer for Another Life. It was released in 2018. There's just the one season right now, but I think I saw that there's supposed to be a second one coming. It's rated TV mature. Selma Blair and a couple other actors and actresses of note were in this show and really helped complement it. I really liked it. Most things science fiction are of interest to me, so if I can sit there and watch Stargate and all these other types of shows, you can definitely sit down and watch Another Life. If you are into those kinds of shows, you like science fiction, this show should deliver on all fronts. There's some nudity, there's a lot of swearing, and there is some violence. So, as long as you can handle that kind of stuff, you're good to go. Our next entry today is a personal entry of mine. I own this movie, and I remember seeing this in the theater when it first came out way back in 2007. Here's the trailer for a movie called 30 Days of Night. Helen, George. So it's set in Alaska, when at that time of the year in the winter where the sun sets and doesn't come back up again for a month, most of the people leave, but there's a skeleton crew, as it were, of people that don't want to, some law enforcement and whatnot that stick around. And a ship has come into anchor off the shoreline, and it's filled with vampires. These vampires are fucking nasty. See Josh Hartnett and Ben Foster in it that look like Rachel McAdams. I haven't seen this in quite a while. I should probably watch it. I can remember being impressed with how creepy this show was. These vampires use bait, like that poor woman that's in this one scene that you just saw.
Vampires,
Vampires don't exist, Jake.
God, there is no God.
That cold ain't the weather. That's death approaching.
They're tearing through everyone's home.
We can last the month.
Yeah, so they arrive and there's 30 days of night. So for an entire month, these vampires can get off their ship, go to a town or a village or something like that, and just wipe out the entire population at their leisure. And that's exactly what happens in this show. It's incredibly violent. There's a ton of coarse language. I don't believe there's any nudity, though. If you want to get a good scare on, you like vampire shows, this is definitely one for you, I should say, excuse me. And like I say, it's a little older. It came out in 2007, and it was released by Columbia Pictures. Its running time is just under 2 hours, and I would recommend it highly. Our last entry for today is a Netflix film that just came out in 2019. It's called Point Blank, and here's the trailer for it.
What are you, recreating a Sistine Chapel in this boy's room?
Not that, right?
You should be knee deep in that sofa.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie is an attendant at a hospital, or a male nurse or something like that. And he gets attacked, and when he wakes up, his wife has been kidnapped. And he's told that he has to break this guy out of the hospital who's been involved in a shooting. So you can see Frank Grillo is the guy who's on the hospital bed, and Anthony Mackie's getting him out. And the rest of the movie is basically them just trying to figure out the deal with a bunch of dirty cops.
You want to get involved in this hole? Let me handle it.
Who took my wife? Dirty cops.
Fucking dirty cops.
Where are you going? I'm gonna kill him.
Cops want you dead, homie.
So the show's got a ton of action in it, lots of shootouts, car chases. It's got it all. It's a really good action movie.
I don't play video games. Yeah, well, maybe you should try to help you with your aggression. Everybody's always saying, I'll do anything for my family. This is as fucking anything as it gets.
Bring him to us, and you'll get your wife back. You got an hour.
You're going to jail.
You just say stupid shit all the time. I'm going to jail. You're going with me, pal.
I like this part.
And the rims detail.
You get the fuck out of the car, please.
I have pepper spray in my purse.
I have a gun in my pants.
What kind of fucking car wash is this?
Okay, there you go. That's the trailer for Point Blank. As I said, it came out just a couple years ago in 2019. Its rating is TV mature, and it's just shy of an hour and a half long. If you like good action movies, the two are arguing and fighting nonstop throughout the whole film. It was funny and then packed a bit of a punch. I really enjoyed it, and I recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it. That's it for this episode. I'd like to thank all of you for watching again. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Maybe share this link on your timeline and social media, and let some of your friends know about us. All right? Have a good one. See you later.